Relations lecturer at Tel Aviv University and a fellow in the Jerusalem Institution for Strategy and Security. Dr. Emmanuel, so this is not the first time, of course, that this happens, but will there be anything different this time? Will Macron choose to step down maybe, or maybe we're going again to a parliamentary elections?
Well, we need to understand that this political crisis is unprecedented under the Fifth Republic, which, as you recalled, was established by Charles de Gaulle in 1958 and was aimed to put an end to the chronic government instability of the Fourth Republic, which was established after World War II. Now, in a way, Emmanuel Macron has brought back France to the Fourth Republic with those endless new prime ministers who have to resign and reappointment of prime ministers. At the end of the day, since Macron's botched dissolution of the National Assembly a year ago in June, no majority emerged from this election. Basically, the lower house is divided into three blocks: the far left, the center, and the far right. These are basically the three blocks. And there's no majority. Beru fell because none of the three blocks supports him, and the centrists are not big enough for a confidence vote. So the one option is for Macron to call for another dissolution, but that wouldn't change the result of the election a year ago. That's why there's so much pressure on him to resign, because at the end of the day, he's extremely unpopular. He only enjoys about 15% of the support of French voters. And the loss of the election last year was also his fault.
And after all, even if he does resign, will that change a thing after all? Because also we're going to see the same, almost the same parliament, and the new president will have his limited capabilities or authorities. Will that change the thing after all?
Well, we need to understand that France is a sort of semi-presidential system. The president is elected directly by the people for 5 years. And then there's also a prime minister. But a French president that enjoys a majority in parliament is extremely powerful. On the other hand, a French president that loses a majority in parliament loses most of its powers. So you have this kind of dual system with a government that is appointed by, or with a prime minister that is appointed by the president, but that needs also the confidence of parliament. So it is a semi-presidential system. But when Charles de Gaulle conceived the Fifth Republic, he also conceived this dissolution power of the president as a threat to parliament and to the toppling of governments. Now, Macron already used that threat a year ago. He actually used it, and he lost. And so, according to the logic of the Fifth Republic, after losing this election last year, he should have resigned. But if a new election is held before the end of his term in 2027, yes, all polls suggest that only a radical candidate would make it, either from the far left or the far right. France today, like many other Western countries, is very divided politically. But most of the French, as I said, are fed up of Macron and want a new election and a new president because he's extremely, extremely unpopular.
Definitely. And the political crisis continues in France. Dr. Emmanuel Navon, International Relations Lecturer at Tel Aviv University. Thank you.